We'll get into it. Let me let the homies know we are live, and we will get right into this joint. A lot to talk about today. I tried, the no money spent build. I ended up creating a new build outside of the build that I made last night and the video I made earlier today. I haven't paid for anything, but I didn't start the grind on the first build I made. I did start the grind on the second build, which I want to show you guys the attributes and everything. What up, Robbie? What's goody? Yeah, well, let me extend this so I can see who's coming into the chat. Timothy Flanagan, C in the building. Irene's out there. Samuel, what's good? Ray, what up? What up? Hopefully you guys are enjoying your time on 2K24. I sure am. Zidan Dada in the building. What up, Brian? What up, Derek? Appreciate y'all, man. Bro, got the details. Let's hear it, City. What up, Daniel? Yeah, so I wish there was more details I could share with you guys, but what we do know, what we've learned is that as soon as 2K, as soon as you get to your 85 overall, 85 to 86, there's an increase. So the overall from 85 to 86 is somewhere in the 5,000 range VC increase. And that's just 85 to 86. So maybe I heard it can go up to about 13,000 going like 87 to 88. There's definitely some interesting stuff. We're going to get into everything. What's good, yeah, Coach Z in the building. Blake in the building. I'm about to have a U87 to 88 VC course update. Appreciate you, Blake. Yeah, Blake has sent me some DMs about it, and we're noticing that there's some hidden costs. So I'm going to share the concept with you guys in just a second. Let me just make sure that I got everything that I'm supposed to be doing done, and then I'll be able to focus. I got to tell you guys, man, this, what up, yeah, what's goody, Byron, Sir Talks, Brian, it does feel like one of the best 2Ks ever. You guys know I'm an online player. At heart, I'd rather just pay the money, upgrade my player to 85, and get out there. I almost despise, what up, Tune? I almost despise going into my career, but I gotta say, they've done some things right that make it, what up, Chosen? Make it bearable. But it's still, I'm over here like yawning. I feel tired. I feel sleepy. I played a few games of my career. iPod dropped the video on the course for each overall. Hold on. A few minutes ago. Interesting. Yeah. So we did figure out that it was a course per overall. And we want to know the course for overall when you get into the 90s. So maybe iPod King Carter has that. That'll be dope. Setup video soon. Yeah, so I'm gonna share you guys. I'm gonna share with you guys the new build first, because this one I hear pay to win. Yeah, the game is dope. Like hands down, 2K24 so far is just dope. It's pretty much had this pay to win mechanic for a long time. I don't think there's much different this year. If I tell you, if I wasn't doing this no money spent, they would have got me for at least like 500 by right now. Like within a day, they would have got me for 500. So I'm grateful that I did decide to do this. But man, it is a struggle. It is a struggle to play these games offline. And I'm gonna show you guys, like, I'm used to going to swags and looking fresh as well, and everything is gonna be a struggle. So like, let me show you guys. First of all, let me show you guys my attributes. I think I should show it. Matter of fact, let's go into swags. The idea of getting, those yellow shoes to match is 25,000. And this is why it was important for me to go no money spent, because this son that I would have bought instantly would have probably wore it one time. Javon Films, appreciate you. Would have probably wore it like one or two times and then put it up in the closet collecting dust. But no money spent, this is unheard of. I can't even consider the idea of getting these. Don Dada said he fell asleep. Yeah, I'm yawning up a storm playing this joint. It's rough time for shooting bigs right now, unless you get a 88-3. The shots are slow. So I've been okay hitting some shots online. I got to show you guys this build. And I think you guys, this is actually a golded build. It's not like the build I made yesterday. This one is it. And I'm going to show you guys everything involved with this one. This is 6'8" joint. Yesterday's was a 6'9". The comparison between the two are like night and day. And this, I'm going no money spent with this one. Seems like I'm going to have a super fun experience with this build. But I got to show you guys the attributes. So we're going to quit out of here. And I'm just going to walk you guys through the new 2K is dope, Quill. It is dope. I can't front. The game is freaking amazing right now. Even the offline experience, the way they kind of streamlined everything and made it way more convenient. So I'm not just traveling from point A to point B. I thought, what are those? Those are ugly shoes, but it matched my hair. So I was like, yeah, maybe I should get it. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm working with now. This is going to be the build that I grind out. So yesterday I made the interior finisher build, which I may consider using at some point down the line. But this build, the inside out scorer build, this thing is something special. And me and the All City team, the homie All City Big Red is the one who first told me about this build. You guys might want to go check out his channel, All City Big Red, on YouTube, because he's the one who showed me this build. And we got 214 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. Jay Johnson, what up? So we got into it. He gave me like the base of the build, and I was able to make some minor adjustments and tweaks to get some additional badges, which I'm going to explain to you guys as well. Super dope build. And if you got a build already, just you might want to take this one into consideration. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will probably have some. Genuinely glad to hear the game solid. I feel the same way, STT. I am, there's still some finesse going on, which we're going to get to the bottom of in this live stream, so you guys know what to look for. But I don't, when the game is good, I don't mind the finesse. I expect big businesses to act like big businesses. This is what they do. They get consumers. Most of the time, you feel like big corporate conglomerates try to get you. All City Big Red with the $5 super chat. The GOAT is out here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Appreciate that, Red. All right, let's see what it is now. The inside out score. What I'm gonna do is so I can see, you guys can see the attributes at that max level. I'm gonna go in here and then we're gonna edit this here, so I can show you guys what we're working with. Truly amazing. You guys might want to take notes with this build, or maybe share some of your notes with me if something could have been done differently on this build. After that, we're going to talk about the cost per build and how 2K may be trying to finesse you, hopefully enlighten you guys to the tricks up their sleeve, if there are any. All speculation right now, nothing confirmed, but seems to be some funny business going on out there. We're going to go into this one, edit this, and we're going to pull up the attributes. So you guys see it's a point guard, 6'8", 204 pounds, 6'11" wingspan. And there was reasoning behind every decision, every single decision, from the weight to the wingspan, everything. There's reasoning behind this. So we'll click continue. And this is what we're looking at. You guys tell me if you see something special here. Oh my God, that build is just beautiful. You guys see it. He's going to have a 60. This is irrelevant. The 60 and the 80 is pretty much irrelevant, but you already know 80 layup. That's going to be useful. You should grind the street side of my career. It's a lot better. Thank you, Mayor. I was thinking about it, but my player is not up to par, so I was wondering how that was going to be. I'm going to try that, the Mayor. I'm going to try that. Appreciate you. So Shiesty, check your Wi-Fi, fam. Is something wrong with the stream or something? So he's going to have an 80 driving layup with a 96 driving dunk. You guys heard that right. 96. Look at them badges. Gold posterizer. Slithery on Hall of Fame. Precision dunker on gold. Bunnies. Let's go through it. Area wizard. Bunny. You guys see that, right? Bunny. Matter of fact, I'm in the way. I am all in the way. My camera is in the way. Let me move that down. Bunny Hall of Fame, Spin Cycle Hall of Fame, Two-Step Hall of Fame, Whistle on gold. I can't wait to put this joint into action. It's going to take hammers to get the joint up to par. $4.99 from Rome. Y'all make sure to like the stream and join the Discord. Yes, indeed. If you guys want to join Discord, you're looking for players to run with on 2K24, just type !Discord in the live stream. The link will come up. 45 standing dunk. The reason why we decided to go with 45, ideally, I would like to go higher. I'm going to make another build video on this too, just so I have it out there. I'll drop the build video tomorrow explaining everything we're going to be talking about here today. Rome, appreciate that $4.99 super chat, bro. All right, so 45 standing dunk. The reason why we went 45 is because that's where you can get the animation. When you go up to like 58, if I'm not mistaken, All City Don Dada told me at 58 you unlock 2 more animations that are pretty significant, you know, in your success rate. But 45 will get you the regular standing dunk, which is okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm not trying to do a lot of standing dunks, but I do like normally to have a higher standing dunk. 70 mid-range, 85 3 ball. This is not it. This is not it. Yeah, 70. You got an 85 3 ball, 70 mid range, 65 free throw. Now, this was suspect as well. I went with a 70 pass accuracy. It's kind of risky, the 70 pass accuracy. Yo, I got level 35, the snakeskin suit, but I didn't get the suit, but the pants helped me out. All right, nice. Did you just break the builder with this build? You guys are seeing something special, right? We thought the same thing, like, yo, this is a gem. We got a couple other builds too. All City Slim made a crazy build at 6'8" with all red that you guys may want to consider. I know that I'm going to, mind you, I can't make a lot of builds this year, right? Because I'm going no money spent. So I made that 6'9" build, and when I saw this build that All City Big Red sent me, I said, impossible. I can't bring that 6'9" out if there's builds like this out there that's only 1 inch shorter than the build that I made yesterday. I said, no way, impossible. So you're going to have a 70 pass accuracy, a suspect. Hopefully the normal passing style is going to be sufficient. Hopefully, I'll keep my fingers crossed. I got an 85 ball handle with a 75 speed with ball. And this is where things get interesting, because you got all that offense with elite finishing. You're going to knock down your threes, and you got elite finishing, elite contact dunks. On top of that, you got the 85 ball handle that's going to allow you to break down your opponent to get to the rack, and you can step back and shoot a 3 if you want. So you're shooting threat and an extreme driving threat. That was super dope. And then you have your perimeter defense at an 85, which gets you, you're not going to be a lockdown. Not going to be a lockdown out there. But if you guys haven't heard yet, folks are getting bumpy with very low perimeter defense as of right now. That could be because folks ain't got their offensive badges up to par yet. But 85, you know, is going to prove to be sufficient with silver badges damn near across the board outside of, let me move my webcam. With silver badges damn near across the board outside of your off-ball pest, getting that at gold. Then you get the 81 steal so that you can get interceptor on silver. From what I've experienced over the last few years in regards to interceptor, it's been kind of broken when you go to higher levels. I would normally stay around silver or gold anyway. So I said, okay, that's pretty decent. He's not going to be a defensive build, but if I could get good defense, good defensive stats on it, I said, wow, okay. So ideally, I wanted to make a swing that leans more towards the paint to help in the paint. Normally, like as of the last few years, I would make builds that would play the corner but swing upwards toward the hash. Yesterday, I made a build that would swing towards the paint. Today, with this build, I said, all right, I could switch up my play style slightly on defense, and I'll just swing up towards the hash instead of swinging into the paint. I'm just going to have to trust my center. DK Kong said he got the 700 KVC. Nice. Daniel Nelson, yo, All City, I missed it. How much does it cost to get to 99? I'll get into that. We're going over this build right now, and I'll definitely get into it. Y'all didn't miss none. We just started, so y'all didn't miss anything. We'll be getting right into that. So on yesterday's build, I had block and I had rebounding. So today, with all this offense, I said, is it a fair exchange to sacrifice block and rebounding for all of this offense? I started thinking of my play style. What do I like to do? I know I'm going to want to put the ball on the ground eventually. I'm going to want to, because I get bored real quick. So I like to try new things out. I said, damn, this build looks too good. 85 ball handle, 85-3 with a 96 driving dunk. I'm going to want to put the ball on the ground. And I got defense. I'm not even a liability on defense, at least on the perimeter. I could sacrifice my block and rebounding. It was a tough decision, but I made the decision. 82 speed, 76 acceleration, 84 strength for bulldozer on silver. All bases are covered. 86 vertical for posterizer on gold, and a 93 stamina for handles for days on silver. Oh my God. Is the build broken? Is it broken with this build? I was so happy that Red, All City Big Red, introduced this build to me, because I think I would have been frustrated going with that 6'9" all the way through. Although I think it was a decent build, if I would have saw every other build that I'm playing against having attributes like this, I would have, and then going no money spent, I would have definitely been frustrated. So I'm going to drop a build video tomorrow to let everybody know about this build. This is going to be my no money spent build that I'll be grinding out. So that way, in case folks made that other build and they haven't started the grind yet, they can consider this build here. Definitely one of those gems. What up, Cody? What's good? Yeah, did someone play 2K24 on PS4? I don't know. I'm sure someone has. Definitely broken. 2K coming for you. What up, B-Dub? They coming for All City Big Red. This is All City Big Red's pretty much template. I just made some minor adjustments, some minor tweaks to it. But super dope, super dope. Now let's talk about this no money spent. Yeah, let's talk about the price. Some of the things that I found out. As a matter of fact, I could do that as well. Let me show you guys. If you're new here, post control finesses, so many good S tier badges, facts. Yeah, post control is going to be something. So this is how I would normally go about the process. I'm going to back out of here. We back out. We're going to go into our inside out score. Matter of fact, is it in the inside out score? I upgraded. All right, I could click on this build just to showcase what I would do normally. And this is how I figured out the cost per build last year. I explained this in today's video. Salute to those who already seen it, but we'll review it here in the live stream for the folks that didn't get a chance to see the video yet. So normally what I would do, as last year we was able to determine the price, the total price per build. And we found out there's some heavy finesse going on. There's something really fishy going on that we can't see. We can't get the total price per build right off rip. Damn, you're up to 78. Salute to you, Jesus. You a grinder. All City, are you planning to make a post score? I am not planning to make a post score, but man, them post scores are looking good. So normally I would go into my build before I start the upgrade. This is to find out how much you would normally pay for your build to get to 99. I would go into my attributes, and one by one, I would increase these attributes. I'll go all the way up. As you guys see, I increased that to 55. And then you see the total under where it says upgrade on the bottom in the middle. I would then write that down. And I actually put close shot. Let me give you guys a glimpse of what I'm talking about here. So you guys, hopefully I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, this is it. This is what I did last year. And I created a nice graphic so it's easily like digestible, easy to read. But let me see if you guys could see this here. These are two separate ones, but I just want to kind of get you a glimpse of what I did here. I wrote down each attribute, and then I wrote down the total cost. And then for the category, you see the little arrow, I put the total cost per category. And I did that for every single attribute and every single category. That's what I did last year. I would put this down and then go to the next category, increase that, get the total cost, write it down, go back down. So because the reason why I go back down is because if you keep going across, it's going to increase your overall, which is only going to allow you to get to 85. So I tried the same process this year. And when I completed this process of every single attribute and writing them down, which I got like right here, you guys can see here. Let me see if I can showcase it here with the lighting. There we go. So I got that right there. And that was, you know, every single attribute. As I was going along, I said, damn, this is pretty inexpensive. I was like, because I had this stuff from last year. I said, no way, that's pretty inexpensive. So I got the total, and my total came to 172,000 VC. I already have been hearing online that just to get to 85, it's about 190,000 VC. So I said, what the hell is special about this build? I did, well, this was yesterday's build, the 6.9 build. So I said, what? Yeah, this actually is this build that, matter of fact, I don't even have it on the screen. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, yeah. So what I was saying is that I will increase each attribute. I'll go up, get that, boom, 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 and so my joint came to 172,000, and I said, impossible. My bill can't cost me 172,000 unless 2K is being real generous. And it said he got that neat handwriting. Yeah, I hear it. I've heard that a lot. That's the graffiti artist in me. But 172,000. I said, ain't no way 2K is that nice. What up, Rafa? What's going on? Shout out to City for rocking. No money spent. Appreciate you, D. Salute to you for coming through. I'm seeing these dudes going on YouTube dropping 150 plus. They sure are. Salute to everybody. If you're going to spend money, this year's probably a good year to do it because 2K seems like they're dropping a staple today. Like this year, 2K24 is going to be one of those staple 2Ks. We're going to be looking back on and saying, wow, that was one of the best 2Ks. At least that's what it seems like. But anyway, I don't recommend, just be cautious. Just be cautious what you're spending. 172,000 when I did the same formula I practiced last year. I tried to do it in 2K24. Then I attempted to go to 85 overall and found out that it actually cost me 189,000, which means that the whole thing collapses. My whole formula for getting every single attribute and adding them up per category, getting a grand total, that collapses. 2K obviously did something different. What up, OG? Hopefully you guys understand. Hopefully you're staying with me here. 2K obviously did something different. So I had to backtrack everything. Now I had to figure out, which will go back in. Now I had to figure out what did they do? How would they, finesse the system that you can't know, that me as a consumer cannot know what I'm paying for the total price for my bill. So I said, all right, it's got to be the overall. They're charging us for the overall upgrade. So I said, okay, let's see. You see how I got some of these higher than others? Like some are more important than others. Like the ball handle is going to be important to this build. The driving dunk is going to be important to this build. So I said, all right, let's see what it costs to get from 60 to 61. First, I wanted to try it on an attribute that's not really important to the build. Blake with the $4.99 super chat said, hold on. I can't see it. I don't know why it's doing that. I guess because the screen is so small. I got to wait for a chat to come in so I can see Blake's message. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I gotta make this smaller. Let me see. It doesn't work like that. Let me see if I make this smaller. Zoom out. There we go. I just needed to zoom out once more. 87 to 88 is 13,000. Interesting. Appreciate that, Blake, with the $4.99 super chat as well. What up, John Kill? What's good? So I started with something that wasn't as interesting. Sam and Hugh, what up? That wasn't as necessary, I should say, which is like a close shot. And I take this all the way up till I hit 61. So I see 61 right there. Said 3,997, right? So that's close to around the 4,000 mark in the 60s. So I lowered that back down, and then I went to a more important attribute, something that's more critical to the build, because I know a lot of people think, well, it goes by what's more important to your build. And I'm like, negative. Kochi, I tested that too. Stop it. So I tried something more important, and we realized that it's pretty much the same. So you saw that was just close to 4,000. When I went to a more important attribute, it's just a little over, less than 100 VC difference, but a little over 4,000. That's on an even more important attribute. So I said, hold on a second. All right, so it's going to be 4,000 VC per overall upgrade until you get to about the 70s. So we said, well, all right, let's go to the 70s now. We got that. Let's get to 70 overall and see what's the difference there. And I want to show you, this is where things get interesting. I want to show you guys the difference here. And you saw Blake just posted that super chat. 87 to 88 overall. One overall upgrade cost him 13,000 VC. I want you guys to take note of that. So now we're going to go to 70. We'll get it. We'll get the overall to 70. You see it at 70 there? Yeah, you see it at 70 there. So it just went to 70. If we want to go down one, it goes to 69. So we're at 70. Now we want to go from 70 to 71 to find out the difference in cost when you get into your 70 overalls. How much are they charging you for each overall upgrade? So what we do is we just continue. We raise one attribute until we get to 71. And there we go. We hit 71. And let me lower it back down. There we go. 71. So 50,000. If I lower this and go back down to 70, lower that and go back down to 70, we're at 40,000. To get to 71, it'll cost you, it'll go up to 50,000. So what I'm trying to say is there's a 10,000 difference there. So in the 60s, you're paying about 4K for an overall upgrade. In the 70s, you're going to be paying about 10K for an overall upgrade. And that follows suit all the way into the 80s. And even in the 80s, as you guys see, if I increase my joints to like 80, even in the 80s, it maintains about 10,000, which I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm referring to. We're going to increase everything so we can kind of see what it looks like in the 80s. And we'll start out with the, there we go. We're at 80 overall right here. Hold on, let me get it down to 80. There we go. We're at 80 overall right here. That says 140,000. You see that? It says 140,000. Thanks for breaking that. Hey, it's all good. You already know. You already know. I know it's a lot to take in, and the game is not that serious, but I want you, you're going to be shocked. I think a lot of people are going to be shocked at the end results here. So in 80, let's see what it costs. Remember, in the 60s, about 4K. In the 70s, it doubles. It goes more than double and goes to about 10K per overall upgrade. And now we're going to go in the 80s and see what it looks like to get from 80 to 81. I'll go up. You saw that it was at 140,000. So we need to just kind of do the math here when we get to 81. So I'll get to 81. And it's right here is when it takes 150,000. So you see it maintained around 10,000. So I said, hold on a second. If in the 80s it didn't switch, what's the difference? Well, the difference is the consumer base could only upgrade to 85. Hear me out here, y'all. Hear me out here. You guys really only get to see to 85 until we get this Rebirth 2.0. So they kept it 10,000. Roughly 10,000 overall upgrade up until 85. But as you guys see, and what I've had people DMing me about, is that soon as you get past that limit of 85 of what you guys can see and upgrade to, which makes the build cost look extremely low, you're paying about 190,000 to get to 85, 25 overall points, 190,000 for 25 overall points. Doesn't sound too shabby, because you only got 14 more points to get to 99, right? So ain't no way that 14 overall points could cost more than 25 overall points. We're going to show you where the finesse starts right now. From 85 to 86, instantly, the second that you guys can't see, the overall cost jumps up another 5,000 on top of that 10,000. How come from 70 to 85, it roughly maintained 10,000 for each overall upgrade? But the second that you guys can no longer see anything, 85 to 86, it jumps up about another 5,000. Goes about 3 to 5,000. So I said, okay, if that's the case, 85, you're talking about 13,000. 13 to 15,000 for each overall. Do the math here, y'all. Do the math. And we'll write this down. We'll write it down so you guys could keep up. I need you guys to keep up here. Where the hell is my pen at? Here we go. So 190,000 gets you to 85 overall. So let's start from there. 190 gets you to 85 overall. We already found out that the second you go from 85 to 86, they're going to add another 5,000, totaling about something like 15,000 for each overall upgrade. I imagine, there's all speculation here, y'all. There's all speculation, but bear with me. I imagine that from 85 to 90, you're going to spend about the same amount of VC, which is about 15,000 for each overall upgrade. You'll multiply 15,000 times 5, 85 to 90. 15,000 times 5 comes to 75K. So we'll add that 75K to your total right here. That comes to 265, which is not bad to be a 90 overall. Not bad yet. It's not bad yet. This is what we all got to kind of pay attention to. And hopefully, I cross my fingers that I'm wrong about this, yeah. I cross my fingers that I'm wrong about this. But I imagine, this is what I'm speculating on. I just want to throw this out there so you guys could be aware. And please do your best effort to prove me wrong here, because I want to be wrong about this. But when you get to 90 to 91, I imagine that the cost for each overall upgrade is going to skyrocket to something like 25,000. That's just speculation. But I imagine that that's going to be the case. If somebody in here can confirm, please let me know. I'm at 91 at the moment. I think it was like 15K from 90 to 91. That's not bad. We gotta confirm this. I would love it to be 15,000. Even still, the reason why I doubt it is because folks have already, it's been spreading through the internet that folks have had to pay 50,000 for an attribute upgrade in the later stages of their build going to 99. So what I'm picturing is this idea from 90 to like 95 or something around those ranges. Maybe it's even 93 to 95, something around those ranges. The cost is going to increase for overall upgrade it's about 25,000. Now, if we've noticed a pattern of 2K doubling up, remember initially in the 60s, you're paying 4K. From the 70s to 85, you're paying 10K. As soon as you get past 85, it jumped to 15K. Now we're talking about 90. I want to see what's the cost for 90. I'll grind some my career and see 91 to 92. Please do that. Please do that. Because I imagine it's going to jump up 20, 25,000, even 30, maybe. So multiply that times 5. So you'll say, let's be nice and say 20,000. Let's be nice and say 15K from 90 to 91. Great. Now we want to see if it maintains to 95. That's what I want to see next, VL. If it maintains to 95, 15,000. So let's say another 5 points. Let's be nice and say that this is facts. 15,000. We'll multiply that by 5 again. 90 to 95. That's another 75K. And this is the nice. This being generous. That's another 75K. It's saying 15K from 90 to 91. Good. So that comes to 75,000 is 90 to 95. 10, 14. So far we're looking at 340. Remember last year I paid 473,000. Double H has confirmed that it's looking like 530,000 per build on current gen. Ain't no way in hell next gen is going to have lower costing builds than current gen right now. Double H has already sent this out. He replied to one. He responded in a conversation that I was talking. I was responding to Laker fan. He then responded in there saying that it looks like 530,000 or 503,000, something like that. 500,000 for current gen build. So if we're at 340 right now, at 95 overall, I was speculating that 95 to 99, those 4 attribute points, those 4 overall points, I mean, will cost you about 50,000 each. Those 4 attribute points could cost you guys, I'm speculating. Please prove me wrong, y'all. Prove me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong on this. This is one of those things. 95 to 99, I imagine is going to jump up a crazy amount. And I imagine it's going to be around the range of somewhere between 40 and 50,000. Let's lean towards the 50,000 so I can give you guys an idea of a total cost, because those 4 overall points, 50,000 each, comes to 200,000. So now when you add that 200,000 on top of your 340,000, you're looking at 540,000. And that's being nice, 90 to 91, 92 to 93. That's being nice there. So I need you, hopefully you guys could pay little closer attention when you're doing your overall upgrade, because it's such a slow going process that you may just see it like one overall upgrade. Okay, you don't really pay attention to it. Hit me in the head, 15,000, I'll drop it. 25,000, I'll drop as the overall upgrade. It ain't nothing. It's until you do the math and add it all up and find out that from 85 to 99, 14 overall upgrades comes out to be more than the 190,000 it took you to get 25 overall upgrades. And this is where I'm worried that the finesse is going to kind of come into the picture. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's not the case, but we'll be soon to find out. And that's where I'm at with it. There's a reason why 2K decided to go the route of like no transparency. There's a reason why they did that. Last year, it was completely transparent. Last year, I was able to find the total cost. I sent it out. I spread through the community like wildfire. But this year, they're not even, we can't see it from 80. We could only see to 85. And from 70 to 85 is 10,000 for each overall upgrade on average. But this instant that we go from 85 to 86, that we can no longer see, that we got to grind first in order to see the total cost, they kind of snuck in another 5,000 right there. It was 10,000 on average. Second, you can't see anything. They snuck in another 5,000 right there, bringing it to more like 15,000. It looks like 15,000 is going to maintain until about 91, 92, or even 93. But I'm almost certain that that's going to increase. I'd be really surprised if it stays at 15,000 all the way across the board. And if it does stay at 15,000, if it does possibly stay at 15,000, then we're looking at a 2K that next gen has bills that cost less than the current gen version of the game. We're looking at a 2K that lowered the cost per bills tremendously, if that's the case. How likely is that, y'all? With everything that we've gotten, how likely is that? What up, Bam? That's what we're trying to figure out here. So, again, just kind of be cautious, y'all. You see what happens. Please take note of it. If you can, send me a DM on Twitter or in my Discord, letting me know, from 94 to 95, there's how much it costs me to upgrade. And don't be shy. Everybody could send them in, because I want to gather and get a consensus. Some folks may think that that was the cost, but they kind of missed one attribute, or they were a little over and it was less attributes to cost for the upgrade. You see how when I was upgrading it, I waited until it ticked right over to like 70, and then I started increasing from there to get the total cost. This is what we want to avoid. So I need like a good amount of people kind of sending it in so I could get a rough idea. There's no way that it should be like 12,000 for one player and then 20,000 for another. This way I'll be able to kind of average it out. You should be able to see the 69.99 version then. Thomas said, please help me, dog. I don't know what you need help with. AC, what 3 is consistent enough for a spot up? I think it's going to be skill based in terms of, it might be harder to hit a 3. Folks are going low 3 balls this year, but if you see your favorite creator going with a low 3 ball, keep in mind that he may have a team around him. Here's what a lot of people don't understand. The shots that he's getting, the wide open shots that he's getting, he's being set up by a good point guard to help create that wide open shot, where you may not be able to get those same opportunities, which means you're not going to get that badge progression. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is why for some people, a lower 3 ball may be better, than others. And this is why it's really skill based. You're going to see some folks out there hitting with low 3 balls, and you're going to see some folks needing a higher 3 ball, mid 80s, high 90. So something like that. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I'm sure NBA 2K Lab is going to get us those consistent figures. And the second they do get us those consistent figures, we'll be able to deliver that to you, man. I don't think you need to go. I got an 85 3 ball. I don't think you need to go so high. It is skill based. But I see a lot of people leaning towards 85. I can tell you that much. I can see a lot of people leaning towards 85 as a fairly decent amount, because this year's builds can't do everything. So if you want finishing on your build. On this build that I just showed you guys, I have an 85 3 ball with a 96 driving dunk and an 85 ball handle. So, you know, if you guys want me to pull that build back up, I definitely will. What comes with the Mamba edition? You guess the Mamba edition is the I think it's just the 100K and cross and current gen and next gen. I think that's the Mamba edition. It's better be worth it for the game is worth it. The hands down, the game is dope. I can't front. It's one of the way better 2Ks, at least on the release. The game is dope. This is why I'm not going heavy. I'm not going hard. I don't even want to dwell too heavy on this topic of finessing VC out of us this year or the build course. I just want to get the information, deliver it, and move on because I intend to have fun this year. I've been waiting for this for quite a few years. 21, 22, 23 were into my liking. So we're here now. I'm happy and I want to stay that way. But I definitely want to get you guys the information you need in regards to keeping that money in your pocket as opposed to giving it to just directly to 2K. So looking forward, I already played a few My Career games and I was like, wow, all right. I was yawning a little bit, but I'm different because I'm an online player. I don't normally like playing offline. I've always found it boring. But the second I get that build up to par, I will be bringing them out and we will be going outside. Do you think the game will die by Halloween time? It's not looking like it. 2K will have to really mess up for this game to die. They're really going to have to mess up. And I mean, they're going to have to have a patch that really ruins the experience. But it doesn't look like that's happening. It seems like everybody's happy. The defenders are happy. The dribble gods are happy. Sim Nation's happy. Speed Boost Nation's happy. Casuals are happy. Comp players are happy. They'd have to really, 2K would have to drop a patch that throws a wrench in this whole happiness. But, you know, the 2K way, they don't like to see nobody smile. Second you start smiling, your sliders start twerking on you. So yeah, I hear floaters are OP, which is pretty dope. OG Glissy, anybody that hasn't bought the game, don't waste your time. Imagine that. You got universally, tons of people saying that the game is amazing, including me. I've been playing it and I love what I'm seeing. You know, instantly it's not the same game. Like the second you get on it, instantly. And for the folks that follow the channel, they know me and 2K don't necessarily get along because I'm extremely vocal about the things that I don't like about the game. And that doesn't work in 2K's best interest. So me saying that the game is good, there got to be some there. And in case you guys are interested, I've been playing 2K since the very first 2K was ever released on Dreamcast. So I have a ton of experience, hit Legend multiple times over in some of the best 2Ks. The best 2Ks is when I hit Legend. Those goated 2Ks is those are the years that I hit Legend. And now we're here in 2K24. Having a floor setter at that level is pay to win. I didn't play that much 23 because my homies were toxic. Always kick me when I was down. All City Live got me back into it. Yes, ATV. That's what's up, man. Yeah, get from around them toxic folks, B. Get from around them toxic folks. Because they really hurt your, you know what I've realized, y'all? Especially with you casuals who play with the wrong folks. You never get a chance to mess up and understand why you messed up so that you could rectify your problem with consistently messing up. And that's because the pressure is constantly on you. Every time you get the rock, you're feeling nervous. You got to snap out of that crap. You put yourself around folks with good energy, folks that encourage you, that when you miss a shot, we know it's more about defense. We know folks are going to miss their shots, especially in the beginning of the year. It's more about defense and showing that you have focus there. You can miss your shots, come back and make it up on defense. Now, if you sell on defense and you sell on offense, then you got a problem. Then there's a real issue there. But you need folks that help encourage you and help get you to understanding of 2K, like increase your aptitude of what's going on 2K, as opposed to you just getting screamed at and then you're getting more nervous or angry, and nobody plays good when they're nervous or angry. Especially if you're like maybe veteran players could do that, but if you're new to 2K, it's only going to go downhill from there. So get from around them toxic folks. Come on in and join our Discord. Type !Discord. We're going to be hosting tryouts in 2 weeks. So if you guys got a lot of aptitude, you can try out for the Lunatics and be sure to run with good players. Otherwise, you can go find some good players within our Discord, 27,000 strong. Make sure your weight correlates to your body style you want. My first build was going to be burly, and I don't want that. Now my lighter build says the next body type will be lightweight. Interesting. I didn't even know that. So I tried doing some workouts today as well, and I thought we was going to get like way new drills in the Gatorade facility, but they did offer some new drills in there. And they were all right. It wasn't too bad. I was able to get 3 stars in each one. Remember, I'm going no money spent, yeah, so I'm really trying something new here. And everything that I've tried so far, even, you know what was dope too? And there's a ton of stuff in my career. There's these like challenges, you know, the GOAT status. Have you guys seen that? To get GOAT status in my career, and adding the perks to your badges to help increase the progression rate. I thought all this stuff is creating immersion, and I'm like, yes, 2K, finally. It feels like next gen, finally. It's really good on next gen, but on current, the game is boring, and I wouldn't buy it. Oh, I got you. I didn't have it, or if I didn't have it already. Oh, I got you. Yeah, next gen is really good. Next gen, I ain't gonna fry. I don't know what they're experiencing. The homie said it's not good on current gen, but no money spent here too. Javier Salinas. How do preview your body type on next gen? You go into the Gatorade facility, and I think it's there. I think that's where I saw it at. At least I saw it pop up. I'm still I haven't had much time to play. I played about 3 My Career games, and I explored slightly, but then I said, I gotta go live. You know, I gotta connect with the homies, because I did that cost per build video, and it's kind of, there's a lot of viewers on there. So I said, let me go live, talk with the homies, see what they're talking about, see how they feeling, if they need any clarification. Keep it 100 in the building. Inspire Rise 9.5. Really? 9.5 out of 10. What will we rate it out of 10? What does... Yeah, so 85 to 86. Yep, 13,000. Yeah. And that's universal. It looks like 13,000. I just looked at like 20 guys center builds. They're all so horrible. Been no money for 3-4 years now. From looking at the builder, I have an idea. Like after going through making my second build, and let me show you guys. Where's my controller? All right. Let me show you guys, because I'm going to pull up my other build so I can show you. I got a good idea on the builder. I feel not that I'm thinking of a new idea. I mean, I understand the builder, and I thought it was gonna be way more strict, and it's not. It is like a little puzzle. But if you got your play style, I think the first thing you need to do is lock in your play style, and then when you lock in your play style, because it's so convenient the way they laid out the badges, you could, as opposed to like increasing your attributes and then seeing the badges on the side there. You could really make things happen. You just got to pay attention to it. Don't get intimidated by the builder. I'm not saying any of you guys are intimidated by the builder, but sometimes it could get overwhelming. If you just kind of take it slow and consistently try and target your play style, you'll get what you want. Let me go in here and showcase the build that I showed in the beginning of the stream. And so this was the build. The interior finish is what I made yesterday, but the inside out scorer is what I made today. So we're going to go in here and kind of edit that build so you guys can see the attributes again. Inside out scorer. And I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. It's a point guard position at 6'8", 204 pounds, 6'11" wingspan. And the reason why I'm saying this and I'm showcasing this build is that I think I'm going to end up making an inside center. And one thing I know how to do is make inside centers really good. So if you guys are interested in an inside center, I'll have that for you. But what we're looking at here, and this is how we kind of finesse the whole system here. We got a 96 driving dunk, elite finishing, 85 three ball. He's knocking down them shots at the 85 three ball with an 85 ball handle on a 6'8 build. Oh my God. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, mi Dios. Jesus Christ. Now, there's some areas that are really suspect, and I want to share that with you guys because so that way you know what you're getting into. A standing dunk of a 45. We went only that low because that's where you get the animation for the regular standing dunk. So at least you get an animation out of it. With a 96 driving dunk, I'm not trying to do many standing dunks, but oftentimes you get put into that animation. So ideally, I would like to have that attribute higher. There's another area that's suspect with the 70 pass accuracy, and I'm taking a chance with that. Hopefully it's fairly decent. We'll see what happens. Ideally, I would like to go higher with my pass accuracy as well, but the 85 ball handle, 85 three ball with the 96 driving dunk, you already know what that's sounding like. You would think that you're going to have to sacrifice defense or physicals after this. After you see this, what up, Glocks? What's good? You would think that you would have to sacrifice your physicals or your defense. I'm going to show you guys what we have here. 85 perimeter defense, getting you silver badges across the board, clamps on silver. You're not going to be a lockdown out there, but you are going to have some badges to maintain as a secondary defender. So you could run this build out of the corner, or you could run it as a secondary defender backing up the lockdown. And 85 is pretty good. 81 steal, getting me the silver interceptor. If I drop it down one, I lose silver interceptor. So we have it at 81 steal for a reason. Almost every single attribute, we have it there for a reason to reach a threshold or unlock an animation. By the way, this build was brought to us by All City Big Red. Go check him out on his YouTube channel. He's the one who brought me this build. Second I saw it, I said, no, I can't go with my 6'9 build that I made yesterday. And I got to make another build video for y'all. So y'all not just making that build as the only option, the one that I made yesterday. When you have a 6'9 build like the one that I made yesterday, if you're facing up against builds like this, you're going to get torn apart. So I think this build is much better. It's definitely a play style build because it doesn't, this is the consideration I made, and this is what you guys may have to do as well if you're thinking about a build like this. My other build, the 6'9, had block and it had rebound. So I know that instantly when I create a build like this, I'm going to have to switch my play style. The one that I made yesterday was more in line to switch, swing toward the paint to help with rebounds, help with blocks. This build is more in line to switch up toward the hash and help my lockdown up there. Make sure that I'm guarding too from corner to hash. So that's what this build is going to lean towards, because I'm sacrificing my block, my O board, my D board, which a lot of you guys may not want to sacrifice. And I totally understand it, especially if you're more defensive oriented. But what I mean to say is with all that offense, I know I won't get bored. And I'm going no money spent this year. So ideally, I'm going to want to put the ball on the ground. So I have to sacrifice some of my defense there. 82 speed, 76 acceleration, 84 strength, getting me silver bulldozer, 86 vertical, getting me gold posterizer, 93 stamina, getting me handles for days. Oh my God. Just a beautiful build. 82 speed, y'all. That's maxed. 82 speed on a 6'8". How does your speed? Yeah. So just a beautiful thing, man. Something for you guys to consider. If you're interested in something like that, I may just put the screenshot on my Twitter, so you guys can have it there. But this is the build that I'm grinding. This is the one that I'm sticking with. This is the one that I'm going to be grinding. I may consider grinding that 6'9" at a later date or not. We'll see what happens. I may consider just scrapping it. We'll see what happens. But I can't imagine having this 6'8 build versus that 6'9 build and not choosing this one. This is very similar to the build that I was running with last year that had, all that offense, except this one has way better finishing with that 96. And I can't wait to see that joint in action. It's going to be a minute before I see it in action. It's going to be quite a minute before I see it in action because I'm going no money spent. And I'm out there playing my career like I ain't never going to get there. The homie inspired me, though. Jesus said he's at 78 already. That's a whole lot of grinding. Maybe I need to get up with Jesus and see what's the best way to grind these builds to get your overall up. And have enough VC to get that overall up. No, because that is pretty wild. I'm playing my career game, getting like 800 VC. I'm like, what? That was just a half an hour of my time. What in the world? 800 VC? What the hell I'm finna do with that? I ain't never. And then my one, like my 3-point attribute to get that maxed out, I need like another 17,000. Telling me I gotta play 17 my career games just to get my 3 ball up. Oh my God. Man, I was no money gang this year, but 2K got it, bruh. No way I'm gonna grind out that 60 overall. I'm gonna spend a cool 20 just so I can actually get busy in career. That's facts. Yeah, that's dope. That's the grind be worth it, especially for your pockets. Yeah, yeah. I need you guys, I really need y'all to, because this is hard for me, y'all. This is hard for me. It's already have crossed my mind, although I don't normally have a weak mind. And I have a strong will. The willpower is there to maintain, but I just want to be fair in saying that it did cross my mind that maybe I just do one build, no money spent, and say I'm not going to get the end result that I want from the year. A lot of questions need to be answered as to why we spend so much money. So it's important that I stick it out. Any words of encouragement, support, all that good stuff, yeah, bring it on over here, because I'm gonna need it and I could use it, because man, I want to get out there and play. All City thoughts on a 6-4 build. So 6-4 is they got some out there. They got some stuff, B. Yo, we've been seeing some crazy builds, and 6-4s are one of them. Folks are saying 6-1s are back, 6-4s are looking crazy. I think Slim made a 6-4 build, if I'm not mistaken, and showcased it. We finally got a good 2K. Facts, man. We finally got a good 2K. Bobby Gilmore said I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm feeling it, B. I am feeling it. I'm just trying to convince myself that you just want to have fun out there. Just go ahead and have fun. The build decent, but your position is wrong. Play the shooting guard. No. And I think it's way more. I think the build is way more than decent, especially considering everybody's build we done seen out there. So I really think this build is way more than decent. And we run the point guard position so that it could be an easier grind. It's a much easier grind in my career. You're not out of position in my career. You could run the ball up the court and not have to spam X to get the joint pass to you. So that's why it was better for me to choose the point guard position. And ideally, we normally choose point guard position anyway. That's what we normally do. For years now, we've been doing that. 6-6 is good as well. Slim made a good 6-6. I can't play the Series XS version. What do you mean you can't play it? It seems like every height is cooking this year. Yeah, I wouldn't say every height, because like 6'9s ain't looking all that good, but then you go 6'10 and they got some life. They got like a lot of life there. 6'8s are shining. 6'7s look good. 6'6. I haven't heard much about the 6'5s, but then you hear heavy about the 6'4s. 6'3s got some out there. Yeah. It's close. Don went 6'7, and he got a golded build. KW, what do you need help with, bro? Can't wait to see your build, City. I just showcased the build, Jay. I just showcased it a second ago. Just like that a second ago. In case you're interested, Jay. Don will spend enough for you and Don's finna blow a bag on 2K. He sure is. But it's a good time to be a 2K player. 6'9s have great all-around game. Yeah, I made a 6'9 yesterday, and it was like an all-around build. Yeah. But then you compare it to what I just made today with the 6'8, and it seems like there's no comparison there. What's a top center build? I haven't invested much time into the centers yet. So when I make a center, that's when I'll start focusing. I haven't really had much time to play, which I want to spend a lot more time playing. And I should be going live and just playing the game so I can show you guys what I'm doing. But then I can't really pay attention to the chat. You guys know I like to pay attention to the chat. No, I'm not. It's really not work it. I've been hearing good things about 7-footers. That's facts too. 7-footers showing some stuff out there. When folks get their badges, we're gonna start seeing differences. When they start getting their badges, that's when you're gonna start seeing more differences. You know, some of these builds are going to fall by the wayside. You know, certain sizes are going to fall by the wayside. They aren't going to be able to keep up. Want to know if Xbox One 59 edition is next gen? If it's $60, I don't think it's next gen. I think the next gen experience is $70. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but next gen starts at 70. Current gen is at 60. How I see homie 6-7 build. You could join our Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, just reach out to All City Don. He'll send you an image of the build. His 6-7 build is going on. I saw that joint today. I said, what? Don is finna go bonkers. Now you're center build. I play center. What ways to get VC? Need to max my 3 to play my career till I get paid. I feel I'm on the same boat, Depression. I'm on the same boat right now. So, you know, I connect in the live streams and hopefully folks can share their experiences of how they get VC here in the live stream or even in our Discord. If you want to share that within our Discord, I'm going to create, matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do right now after this live stream? Because somebody had mentioned to me yesterday, creating a no money spent chat room within our Discord. So for things like this, I'm gonna so that way we have a place that we could actually all go and reference easy ways to get VC or grind this area if you want to do that. So I'm gonna do that the second we get off. What up, the God Kappa? What's good? Really wanted next gen this year. Yeah. It's only $10 more. Do mission. There's the post pay to win game. Oh, this is the most pay to win game I ever seen. It's like that every year. It's pay to win damn near every year for going on 5 years in the making right now. But yeah, it probably is one of the most aggressive pay to wins. And you know, they won't stand by it, you know, saying that it's pay to win. Folks won't never stand by it, but that's what we're doing. We're paying for the boost. We're paying for a jump shot boost. We're paying, you know, just to grind out our bills, get them up. We're paying to get floor setters. You know, it's wild. I can't find the $70 game. Well, it's there. I mean, of course they're gonna have it there. I don't know if maybe you got a current gen console. I don't know. City, do the street ball challenge. Trust me. 300 to 400 VC, only 5 to 10 minute games, and it's way more fun. Thank you, Mayor. I will be doing that. I'll go and do this. That'll be the first thing I do off stream. Second I stop the stream. What up, Slits? Slits said my center is 7-1, has an 83 ball, 80 mid, 80 driving dunk, 92 standing dunk, 93 defensive rebound, 85 interior, 87 block, and a 92 strength. That sounds like a beast. Salute to you, Slits. Appreciate you sharing that. Yeah, that sounds like a great build, and I'm glad you shared that because that way I won't. If I do make a big, I might consider that type of option. Yeah, no spend money. Try to get your shot mid 3-point as fast as possible up. Then you can earn easy VC. That's what I'm thinking. Shoes bad. I'm thinking that too, because I want to get out there in the rec and have some fun. But I can't go to the rec with no 3-ball and no driving dunk. So even just this small task of getting my 3-ball and driving dunk is going to add up to hours of like offline gameplay. So I'm going to do that street ball quest and see what I can get done, how much VC I can get to get my overall upgrade. I think right now I'm at like a 87. If I upgrade, I can get to 87 or 88. So that'd be good enough for me to go into my career. I mean, to go into the rec center, because normally I would just bring my 85 out. Like last year's every build I make, I bring them right out, either 90 or 85. So contact dunk has a learning curve to it. Y'all cannot complain when you get yammed on this year because it's green or miss. That's facts. It is green or miss this year. I don't trip over the money. It's a business. They have people that get raises every year, possibly bonuses a year, new hires to attempt to help the game better itself. I'll pay for a good product. Thank you for saying that. I feel the same way. I think it's okay to pay for a good product. I don't think it's okay that 2K is setting this trend for all games to follow. with just crazy in-game purchases. Recurring consumer spending is like leading the way. But if they continue to devote this much attention to gameplay, if they continue to devote this much innovation toward gameplay, I say I understand. I could understand if you're getting value for what you're paying for. It's what I've been stressing. As long as you're getting value for what you're paying for. The reason why it was a big deal to me is because 21, 22, 23, I didn't feel like I was getting that value. It wasn't the same experience as 20. 24, on the other hand, looks like we are going to get that value. So it's definitely a good thing, man. Starfield is shutting 2K24 down. I haven't given Starfield a shot. It hasn't gotten the best reviews. And I've watched hours upon hours of reviews for Starfield. I might end up giving it a shot. Right now I'm on Baldur's Gate though. Baldur's Gate 3. You have to have an Xbox Series XS. Okay. I already got this LaMelo build. I'm clocked in at work on Saturday, stacking some bread for when the game goes on sale in a couple months. I hear that, my lord. I hear that. People will call you broke for not wanting to spend your money. To each their own. Like I said, I was stressing this yesterday. It's a flexing culture. Folks are gonna buy the season pass just to flex on you. You just can't fall to the peer pressure. That's all. I tell you what we realize is by the end, by mid to end of the year, the annual cycle, all of it becomes irrelevant. Although right now you may feel like, damn, I want to get that. Damn, I want to upgrade my player. By mid-year, everybody's player is upgraded, and it's like you're starting from square one. Ground zero. It was halftime. Sorry for spelling mistakes. So far, I'm liking 24. Having fun with the defense, but seems to be still throwing up layups instead of dunking. Interesting. That happened to me a couple times too. But my dunking attribute ain't up. So I hope I don't experience that with a 96 driving dunk. And if I do experience that, I do got a ton of Hall of Fame layup badges too. So there should be some finesse there. Oh, man. I played Rec versus a level 40. What? Folks are level 40. He probably bought his way there, right? I got one more my career game till I level up. That's we're doomed. Starfield was looking good. It's huge, but 2K came out, so I warped back to Earth and joined the Nest to play some NBA. 89 driving dunk, kind of mid. Really? A lot of people are choosing 89 driving dunk. You're seeing that a lot. Even without anchor, it's not going down in the paint. It's really funny watching people still trying to play like it's 2K23 and it's not working. Really? That's good to hear. So interior defense is looking like a W to y'all. Because I'm interested in that. Is interior defense looking good? The game level 40 with cheating and Rec. I can't go into Rec yet. I don't have no I don't have no attributes to get something done. I don't have no defense, no offense. But I am gonna do that street ball quest. Dunking is bad because of low badges. Okay. No badges. You need more badges to get better dunks. I got blocked a lot. Okay. This game seems like it's gonna be great. Maybe the best yet. After patch 666, 2K developers have found a way to break the game again. Yeah, they're saying W. How does the jump shot cue timing work in 2K24? They made it sound different this year. So I got it here. I made a graphic from what Joe Knows mentioned. Joe Knows explained it in his video. Salute to the homie Joe Knows. And he also responded to the tweet I sent out with that graphic earlier today. You guys could go check out the graphic if you're interested in how your jump shot timing cues work this year. It's on my Twitter right now. You could type !Twitter in the live stream chat and my page will come up. You could click it and go see it for yourself. But the way it works is there's, instead of early, late, very early, we don't have that anymore. Now we have something called jump, where you end up releasing it at the jump. And from what Joe Knows, he said the best comparison he could make is that, first let me list off the jump shot cues. The first one is called jump. The second one is called set point. Then you have push, and then you have release. So you can choose between those four. Jump, the closest comparison is like setting your jump shot to very early. Set point is like setting your jump shot to early. From what I've experienced so far, I've only played offline. I like set point, but last year I liked using late. And late would be considered push, and that's supposed to be like, if you're taking your jump shot, you're going to be releasing it on the push. A set point will be something like when you're bringing it up set before the push. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Jumping will be very early on the jump. You release the, you still get the same animation, but you're going to be releasing your button on the jump. I've tried push and set point, and I really like set point, which would be, you know, when he sets right before the push. And then you have on the release, which would be more like releasing it at the flick of the wrist, which would be, Joe Knows has said that is more like in line with choosing very late. You got to hold it a lot longer. So I tried push, and on a couple occasions I had to hold it a little too long. But on set point, it felt like old school 2Ks where it was just like, you know, just pull up, pop, pull up, pop. And I think that's where I'm going to stick to. Hopefully it translates online too. I don't use my Xbox hardly, or I thought I had a next gen. Oh, there you go. Yeah, KW, you have current gen. That's what it is. Set point is your favorite too, so Shiesty. So all right, that's good. That makes sense. Thank you. Yes, sir. Expert Wolf. Yes, sir. You could thank Joe Knows. Joe Knows is the one who shared this information in a video. I just created a graphics, and I'm reiterating exactly what Joe Knows explained and exactly what I come to learn when I got on the game. That's why I really liked set point, because that's where I would normally ideally release my shot anyway, when it comes up to the forehead, you know, when you get it right there. Does set point affect the layups? Don't think so. I don't think so. Current gen, I couldn't tell you 100%, but I don't think it does. You might have to do some more research on that. 76 3 ball hitting, 34 contests right now. Interesting. My 6'9" got a 76 3 ball. He said 76 3 ball is hitting 34 contested. Interesting. Wow. I wonder how low they're going to be able to go and hit consistent. That 76 3 ball got a lot of silver badges, like silver catch and shoot, corner specialist, and there was one more, Claymore, silver Claymore as well. So layup timing can be all over the place. Now, I've only been playing offline, and layup timing seems pretty decent, but that's only been an offline experience. Well, on that note, yeah, I am gonna grind the street ball event. Hopefully get some VC up. The homie said that you can get up to 300,000 to 400,000 VC off the street ball quest, and he said it's way more fun, shorter games, more VC. So I'm gonna give that a shot. Hopefully get my player upgraded so that maybe by tomorrow or the next day I could be live streaming some online gameplay with this no money spent build with the All City team. And you can see what we got out there. You know, these guys are making some demons out there. So we're about to see some real gameplay. They're going to put me in the backpack, and I'm going to hop right in happy until I get my player up to par in order to compete. I'm wishing you all a safe and blessed rest of your night. Happy 2K24 gaming, man. I will catch y'all either on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all. Not Mari. It's a quest. It's a quest. For your street ball event, just so you know, and you see it there. Just hover over the quest. Easy, yeah.